Shalom, and welcome back to day 235 of reading the Bible in 52 weeks. Woo! Lord, please be with the brokenhearted. Please be with the ones that are hurting. Please be with the non-believers. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Let's go. Today we'll be reading Lamentations 1 through 3. How she sits alone, the city once crowded with people. She who was great among the nations has become like a widow. The princess among the provinces has been put up to forced labor. She weeps bitterly during the night with tears on her cheeks. There is no one to offer her comfort, not one from her lovers. All her friends have betrayed her. They have become her enemies. Judah has gone into exile, following affliction and harsh slavery. She lives among the nations, but finds no place to rest. All her pursuers have overtaken her in narrow places. The roads to Zion mourn, for no one comes to the appointed festivals. All her gates are deserted, her priests groan, her young women grieve, and she herself is bitter. Her adversaries have become her masters, her enemies are at ease. The Lord has made her suffer because of her many transgressions. Her children have gone away as captives before the adversary. All the splendor has vanished from daughter Zion. Her leaders are like stags that find no pasture. They stumble away exhausted before the hunter. During the days of her affliction and homelessness, Jerusalem remembers all her precious belongings that were hers in days of old. When her people fell into the adversary's hand, she had no one to help. The adversaries looked at her, laughing over her downfall. Jerusalem has sinned grievously, therefore she has become an object of scorn. All who honored her now despise her, for they have seen her nakedness. She herself groans and turns away. Her uncleanness saints her skirts. She never considered her end. Her downfall was astonishing. There was no one to comfort her. Lord, look on my affliction, for the enemy boasts. The adversary has seized all her precious belongings. She has even seen the nations enter her sanctuary, those who have forbidden to enter your assembly. All her people groan while they search for bread. They have traded their precious belongings for food in order to stay alive. Lord, look and see. How have I become despised? Is this nothing to you, all you who pass by? Look and see. Is there any pain like mine, which was dealt out to me, which the Lord made me suffer on the day of the burning anger? He sent fire from on high into the bones. He made it descend. He spread a net for my feet and turned me back. He made me desolate, sick all day long. My transgressions have been formed into a yoke, fastened together by his hand. They have been placed on my neck, and the Lord has broken my strength. He has handed me over in those I cannot withstand. The Lord has rejected all the mighty men within me. He has summoned an army against me to crush my young warriors. The Lord has trampled virgin daughter Judah like grapes in a winepress. I weep because of these things. My eyes flow with tears, for there is no one nearby to comfort me, no one to keep me alive. My children are desolate because the enemy has prevailed. Zion stretches out her hands. There is no one to comfort her. The Lord has issued a decree against Jacob, that his neighbors should be his adversaries. Jerusalem has become something impure among them. The Lord is just, for I have rebelled against his command. Listen, all you people. Look at the pain. My young women and young men have gone into captivity. I called to my lovers, but they betrayed me. My priests and elders perished in the city while searching for food to keep themselves alive. Lord, see how I am distressed. I am churning within. My heart is broken, for I have been very rebellious. Outside the sword takes the children, inside there is death. People have heard me groaning, but there is no one to comfort me. All my enemies have heard of my misfortune. They are glad that you have caused it. Bring on one day you have announced, so that they may become like me. Let all their wickedness come before you, and deal with them as you have dealt with me because of all my transgressions, for my groans are many, and I am sick at heart. How the Lord has overshadowed daughter Zion with his anger. He has thrown down Israel's glory from heaven to earth. He did not acknowledge his footstool in the day of his anger. Without companion, the Lord has swallowed up all the dwellings of Jacob. In his wrath he has demolished the fortified cities of daughter Judah. He brought them to the ground and defiled the kingdom of its leaders. He has cut off every horn of Israel in his burning anger, and withdrawn his right hand in the presence of the enemy. He has blazed against Jacob like a flaming fire that consumes everything. He has strung his bow like an enemy. His right hand is positioned like an adversary. He has killed everyone who has the delight to the eye, pouring out his wrath like fire on the tent of daughter Zion. The Lord is like an enemy. He has swallowed up Israel. He swallowed up all its palaces and destroyed its fortified cities. He has multiplied mourning and lamentation within daughter Judah. He has wrecked his temple as if it were merely a shack in a field, destroying his place of meeting. The Lord has abolished appointed festivals and Sabbaths in Zion. He has despised king and priest in his fierce anger. The Lord has rejected his altar, repudiated his sanctuary. He has handed the walls of her palaces over to the enemy. They have raised a shout in the house of the Lord, as on the day of the appointed festival. The Lord is determined to destroy the wall of daughter Zion. He stretched out a measuring line and did not restrain himself from destroying. He made the ramparts and walls grieve together as they waste away. Zion's gates have fallen to the ground. He has destroyed and shattered the bars of her gates. Her king and her leaders live among the nations. Instruction is no more, and even her prophets receive no wisdom from the Lord. The elders of daughter Zion sit on the ground in silence. They have thrown dust on their heads and put on sackcloth. The young women of Jerusalem have bowed their heads to the ground. My eyes are worn out from weeping. I am churning within. My heart is poured out in grief because of the destruction of my dear people. Because infants and nursing babies faint in the streets of the city. They cry out to their mothers, "Where's the grain and wine?" as they faint like the wounded in the streets of the city, as their life pours out in the arms of their mothers. What can I say on your behalf? What can I compare you to, daughter Jerusalem? What can I liken you to, so that I may console you, virgin daughter Zion? For your ruin is a vast of the sea. Who can heal you? Your prophets saw visions for you and were empty and deceptive. They did not reveal your iniquity, and so restore your fortunes. They saw pronouncements for you that were empty and misleading. All who pass by scornfully clap their hands as you. They hiss and shake their heads as daughter Jerusalem. Is this the city that was called to perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All your enemies open their mouths against you. They hiss and gnash their teeth, saying, "We have swallowed her up. This is the day we have waited for. We have lived to see it. The Lord has done what has planned. He has accomplished his decree, which he adorned in the days of old. He has demolished without compassion, letting the enemy gloat over you and exalting the horn of your adversaries. The hearts of the people cry out to the Lord. Wall of daughter Zion, let your tears run down like a river day and night. Give yourself no relief and your eyes no rest. Arise, cry out in the night, from the first watch of the night. Pour out your heart like water before the Lord's presence. Lift up your hands to him for the lives of your children who are fainting from hunger in the head of every street. Lord, look and consider to whom you have done that. Should women eat their own children, the infants they have nurtured? Should priests and prophets be killed in the Lord's sanctuary? Both young and old are lying on the ground in the streets. My young women and young men have fallen by sword. You have killed them in the day of your anger, slaughtering without compassion. You summon those who terrorized me on every side, as if for the appointed festival day on the day of the Lord's anger. No one escaped or survived. My enemy has destroyed those I nurtured and reared. I'm the man who has seen affliction under the rod of God's wrath. He has driven me away and forced me to walk in darkness instead of light. Yes, he repeatedly turns his hand against me all day long. He has worn away my flesh and skin. He has broken my bones. He has laid siege against me, encircling me with bitterness and hardship. He has made me dwell in the darkness like those who have been dead for ages. He has walled me in so I cannot get out. He has weighed me down with chains even when I cry out and plead for help. He blocks out my prayer. He has walled in my ways with blocks of stone. He has made my paths crooked. He is bearing waiting in ambush and lying in hiding. He forced me off my way and tore me to pieces. He left me desolate. He strung his bow and he set me as a target for his arrow. He pierced my kidneys with shafts from his quiver. I'm a laughing stock to all my people, mocking by their songs all day long. He filled me with bitterness, satiated me with wormwood. He ground my teeth with gravel and made me cower in the dust. I have been deprived of peace. I have forgotten what prosperity is. Then I thought my future is lost, as well as my hope from the Lord. Remember my affliction and my homelessness, the wormwood of the poison. I continually remember then, and I have become depressed. Yet I call this to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's faithful love, we do not perish, for his mercies never end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I say, the Lord is my portion, therefore I'll put my hope in him. The Lord is good to those who wait for him, to the person who seeks him. It is good to wait quietly for the salvation from the Lord. It is good for a man to bear the yoke while he is still young. Let him sit alone and be silent, for God has disciplined him. Let him put his mouth in the dust. Perhaps there is still hope. Let him offer his cheek to the one who would strike him. Let him be filled with disgrace. For the Lord will not reject us forever. Even if he causes suffering, he will not show compassion, according to the abundance of his faithful love, for he does not enjoy bringing affliction or suffering of mankind. Crushing all the prisoners of the land beneath one's feet, denying justice to a man in the presence of the Most High, or subverting a person in his lawsuit, the Lord does not approve of these things. Who is there who speaks and will happen unless the Lord has obtained it? Do not both adversary and good come from the mouth of the Most High? Why should any living person complain, any man because of the punishment of his sins? Let's examine and probe our ways and turn back to the Lord. Let's lift up our hearts and our hands to the God in heaven. We have sinned and rebelled. You have not forgiven. You have covered yourself in anger and pursued us. You have killed without compassion. You have covered yourself with a cloud so that no prayer can get through. You have made us disgusting filth among the peoples. All your enemies open their mouths against us. We have experienced panic and pitfall, devastation and destruction. My eyes flow with streams of tears because of the destruction of my dear people. My eyes overflow unceasingly without end until the Lord looks down from heaven and sees. My eyes bring me grief because of the fate of the women in the city. For no reason, my enemies hunt at me like a bird. They smothered my life in a pit. They threw stones on me. Water flooded over my head, and I thought, I'm going to die. I called on your name, Lord, from the depths of the pit. You heard my plea. Do not ignore my cry for relief. You came near whenever I called you. You said, do not be afraid. You championed my cause, Lord. You redeemed my life. Lord, you saw the wrong done to me. Judge my case. You saw all the vengeancelessness of the plots against me. Lord, you heard their insults, all the plots against me, their slaughters and murdering of my opponents, attacking me all day long. When they sit and when they rise, look, I am mocked by their songs. You will pay them back what you deserve, Lord, according to the work of their hands. You will give them a heart filled with anguish. May your curse be on them. You will pursue them in anger and destroy them under your heavens. Okay, guys, I will see y'all tomorrow for day 236. May you have a blessed day. Shalom.